Okay, so if we've got a bad lie, okay, so especially this time of year, there's not much grass there. Okay, you're not going to get underneath that ball very easily because there's nothing underneath the ball. Okay, so we can't really use too much of the banks because quite likely we're going to hit the hard ground, club's going to come off the ground a little bit and you're going to thin the ball across the green or maybe even in the bunker. So if we wanted to get this in the air and get on the green, sometimes you might see the pin and the pin is like only 6 feet on. You almost got to ignore the pin, look what's behind the pin. And you think, well, if I go at that pin off of this light, it's going to come out lower because of the way I've got to execute it. Even if I hit the green, it's going to run off the other side into the other bunker or water. But if I played 10 feet left, I've got another 20 feet of depth to the green. So I can keep it on the dance floor, all right? So, bearing that in mind, if I'm trying to get under this ball off a bad light, I'm going to lean the shaft forwards. Therefore, I'm taking loft off the club face. Okay, which means it's going to come out lower. So if I'm taking loft off the club face, but I want to get as much loft as I can on the shot, it makes sense to use my most lofted club, say a 60, because when I lean that shaft forwards, I'm probably turning it into like a 50. Does that make sense? Yeah. So then I'm going to play the ball middle of my stance. I don't want it too far back. Middle of my stance, weight is forwards. You can see I've almost got a straight line between the arm and the shaft. I've got my sternum, if anything, is slightly in front of the ball. My weight is forwards. And then I'm going to hinge in the backswing and then I'm going to try and drive the leading edge of the club into the back of the ball. Okay? I'm not going to go crazy hard at it. Weight stays forwards, I hinge it and then bang. And you can see it came out low. Got over the bunker though, and then it took about 10 feet of roll. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah. But you kind of got to assess the situation and the shot, what's in front of you. Okay, that makes a massive difference too. And you could have a bad lie and you're looking at it and going, well, I can't even go at the flag here. There's no point in going at the bunker. I might as well go 12, 15 feet left, because if it comes out low, it'll hit the apron and then banks up onto the green. And I'd rather that and have a 25-foot putt than try and risk going over this bunker and maybe going over the other side into the water. So you've got to be smart in your shot choices.